But the minute you break through that wall, it's kind of like you're like Hercules. You just want to break through the whole world. So my name is Demitri Giannias. I'm working on my own at the moment. I've got my own company, and I'm a structural engineer. We were at a property investment gathering called Wealth Migrate, and when Carmen was speaking to someone else, two things about Carmen that, for me personally, sold me is, the first of all, she said she was a high-performance executive coach, and secondly, is just her appearance, the way, just everything about her appearance. For me, it just said, this woman means business. And the way she was talking to the people next to her, she was just talking with such professionalism, such passion. It's kind of like she means business. Just everything about her, she means business. She's not there to play around, but she's also there to help you, and she does whatever she can to help you. Your coaching session never stops where it stops with Carmen. You got a problem, you email her, and it's not just a quick one-word email. She helps you in the amount. It's something that's indescribable unless you've experienced it. The sticky areas of success, or the sticky areas of barriers, were taking the step, taking the plunge, having the guts and confidence to know that once you do it, you just need to work hard and not have a fear, and just know that as well. The challenge as well was, I always wanted things to be perfect. I never wanted to do things over. And when I did something, I rather took my time. I did too much research, and eventually there also came a time, even with too much research, I would still stop. And I could never understand why. Like whatever it was, I would do my research, I'd be happy. When it came to pushing the button, I backed down, and I almost felt like I didn't deserve it. She taught me it's okay to make a mistake. The important thing is just to learn from it, and to learn quickly, and to move on, and not dwell on it. Because as a business owner, you can't dwell on it, because once you dwell on it, the competition's eaten you up. And those were the things that Carmen assisted me with. She was so brilliant in the way she did it. Just the way of coaching, the fear aspect just came so subtly, as if, she asked, the way she structured her questions, it just brought it out in me without realizing it. And the next minute I was just emotional there were several times which the emotion came out, but it was necessary, because it was kind of like I pushed through those barriers. So it's scary, because I think a lot of people don't want to know the truth, or they don't want to break through the fear, because they know the truth is going to hurt them. And I think that's what they're scared of. But they don't realize it hurts a bit. It hurts initially, but once you're over that hurt, it's kind of like you're going from a marathon runner to a sprinter. So it's an amazing feeling, It really is an amazing feeling. It's not easy to go through like a bit of a dark tunnel, but let me tell you, once you see the light, you don't look back. You just see brightness in front of you, and there's no greater feeling. The significant improvements that I've seen, well, first of all, I'm not fearful. I'm not fearful for making a mistake. I accept that if I make a mistake, it's okay. It's just feedback. Take the feedback, learn from it, and make it better the next time. The confidence is there again. The confidence there is where it is. My passion is back for what I do in engineering, structural engineering, and also the property passion is just notched up many levels, because not that I never enjoyed property, but it was always there. I never wrote things down like I'm passionate about property. I love property. I always thought that if you've got it in your mind, it's okay. But Carmen also taught me is to write things down, and through her exercises of writing the reasons why you can't do it, why you can, what it benefits you, all those things of writing it down, write what your strengths are, one exercise was write 50 of your strengths. And I got to like 20, and I'm like, Carmen, I can't think of any more. She says, well, you need to fill that page. You will find it. Just fill that page. I'm like, okay. And I sat with my wife, and she helped me. And I could have written another 50. That's the way Carmen makes you feel. She makes you feel special. She makes you feel like you're a rose and you're blossoming. Then after the coach engagement, I make the decision. And what I've also realized is when you're fearful, you don't make decisions, which means you don't move forward. And even if you fail, it's okay. And for me, that's been one of the greatest things, is to see fear as feedback, not as failure. Because once you see it as failure, it's like there's a brick wall. You're just seeing the brick wall. Whereas if you're seeing it's temporary, you just say, okay, well, there's a wall, I'll just go around it. That for me was the keys. I'm making decisions now, and I find that I'm more confident. It gives me more confidence. As soon as, when I finished the coaching, how soon did I see the results? In almost, I would say within the first month, it started becoming clear. It started like, I'm on the road now, and I'm going to move. The first month, you almost like, you're still absorbing the information. It packs the punch. It gives the message that you need. It doesn't bore you with books and books and books of information. It's made a tremendous difference. I mean, my wife has comments every day. You're a different person from a year ago, completely different. People that see me, they just, you're so bright. You're a different person. You're more confident, and that's what Carmen brings to you. For me personally, that's what she brought, and it's priceless. For me, I can measure, okay, you know what, if you want that position, or if you want that income, if you want to apply these principles, and you'll get there. The fear and the lack of decision making was a big drawback, and now that I don't have that, I find that I'm doing work more confidently, the income's coming in, and I'm starting to measure. I've got a goal now, and I'm using that to measure up against where I need to be. And also I review where I'm at. That's one thing that I never did, is I thought, just go with the flow. But if you don't review every 2 or 3 months, or every 6 months, or whatever, review your progress, you might find that, okay, you know what, I'm doing this, it's taking me 5 hours, and it's still taking me 5 hours. Why is it still taking me that long? Whereas if you review it, or if you measure against, constantly measure yourself and constantly give yourself feedback, you start to improve. And those are the set of skills what I found has been measurable for me. From nothing, from fear, this mountain of fear, to this mountain of success. And I don't see fear anymore I just see fear as a challenge, and work hard. And that's been the measure for me. Wow. The value is priceless. That's all I can say. You can't put a value on that sort of coaching. It's elevated me to another level. As I mentioned before, I'm not fearful. I'm not scared to make decisions. And that's very key in business, is that you've got to make a decision. You've got to make it quick. And the other thing is I've learned to back myself more. And that's very important in business. You've got to back yourself, and you're going to make mistakes. The important thing is you've got to accept the mistake, learn from the mistake, and move on. Because if you don't do that, you'll just die. You'll just dwindle into the abyss. That is the important thing, which has helped me a lot. Is it's fine, make a decision, make a wrong decision, but learn from it and fix it, and don't dwell on it, and just look towards the light. That it's just another obstacle to climbing Mount Everest. Climbing Mount Everest, you won't just climb in a day. It's a journey, and you must just enjoy the journey. And that's what Carmen portrays. Just enjoy it. Work hard, enjoy it, make mistakes, learn from them, see the value in the work that you offer and you do. And if you do that and you bring value to the table, it's priceless. So the value Carmen's coaching brought to me is, I can just describe it in one word, and that's priceless. Carmen's range and skills as a business coach, in my opinion, she's a high caliber. She just brings amazing skills to the table. She's confident, she's passionate, she knows what she's talking about, she knows what she wants to achieve, she understands her clients' needs. Amazingly, that's another important and amazing thing about Carmen, is to understand the problem that a person has. Because if you don't understand the problem, how can you fix it? or make it better, or bring out the better in that person, or solve the problem that they have. Her passion and her desire to get the result is what I feel separates Carmen from a lot of business coaches. And she's just a nice person. She's a welcoming person. She's an amazing coach. And it's been almost 6 months. I email her on a regular basis. I say, how's it going? How's it going with your business? How's things going with you as well? It's not just the fact of, you just have the sessions and off you go. As Carmen said, and what Carmen offers is like, there's a client for life. Email me, see how your business is going. I'll provide you feedback. It doesn't just stop there, which is few and far between. Anywhere in business and in life, it's few and far between. And when you get that sort of person or assistance, you literally chain them to your arm. You don't let them go. If you want to achieve breakthrough results and you want to be better than your competitors and you want to be at the top of your game, and you need that expertise and you need that solution way forward, Carmen will definitely assist you. Her skills and the way she does it is amazing. It's done. It's short. It's to the point. It's not in your face. And any business leader that wants to be ahead in the game must definitely give Carmen a call. I guarantee there won't be any disappointments. If there is, then there's a problem. Not with Carmen, but with you. But no, jokes aside, she'll sort out your problem, and she'll give you that competitive edge. So any business leader that wants a competitive edge, whether it's business or personal, Carmen will assist you with the skills to do that.